One of my earliest Christmas memories was as a kid. My dad died young, and I was the 8th of 10 children. And before we opened gifts at Christmas time, he would recite this narrative Christmas poem, which seemed endless when it stood between you and opening gifts. And then when he died, we sort of missed it. And so my mom got up that Christmas in 1966, when I was about 4 years old, and tried to read it and couldn't get through it. My dad had always recited it. And then my oldest sister, Mary, got up and she read it through to the end, and she was about 14 at the time. And ever after, that meant so much more to us than it did when he was alive. And I think it was largely because it was such a beautiful narrative Christmas poem about the Incarnation. And I would tell it here, except that while it seemed long as a child, I've come to realize it really was long. It is long. But it's a beautiful narrative Christmas poem called Annie and Willie's Prayer. And last year, around this time, during Advent lessons and carols, I was asked to join with many others to celebrate the beginning of Advent with our chapel choir and many others from campus. And rather than preach, I recited that poem. And I think often about that since, and how it seems to me that it was upon that day that this place, Stonehill College, became home for me. And I'll always associate that gathering and that season of Advent leading into Christmas as the time when I found myself truly at home, rather than just a place where I happen to live. And it means a lot to me.